Yo, welcome back to another video, and today we reacting to Streaming University's most disgusting tryouts. My fault, excuse me. But yeah, I'm curious to see what's going on. I haven't really been keeping up with it. I know it's probably the biggest thing on the internet nowadays. Me personally, I could give two fucks less, to be honest with you, but it's content, so I'm trying to react to it, see what's going on. But truthfully, by the end of this video, I'm probably gonna forget all about this and keep moving on with my life. But people seem to be very much interested in what Streaming University got going on. So if you're interested, I'm interested. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to grow the channel at the end of the day. Doing too much yapping. So let me go ahead and jump it right into the video. Appreciate y'all for pulling up.
Of Streaming University, and the tryouts haven't even ended. And this was during the tryouts. And this streamer's name is Raul Mesa.
I moved to LA so I can pursue my dream. I've been doing this since I was 12. So I came into the first application tired as shit, but I still put the effort because I love it, bro. I've been ate since 5 a.m. We went to IHOP on stream. Eve hasn't dated. Like that, you're keeping humans in a classroom for 5 hours, bro. I was getting pushed. My cameraman, Eve, was getting pushed, shoved. Bro had to fight somebody for the spot. And then the motherfuckers that were just there first, they just get at the end. And then Lacey comes, Ash, all these motherfuckers, they just come get their clips. And that's fun, and that's it. Like, that's all they can give a fuck. It's cool. They can get their clips.
Man, I hear a nigga that, I don't know, I'm a little different. Maybe y'all look at this from a different perspective. All I hear is a nigga crying. I don't want to hear all this bullshit, nigga. Like, man, you know what you signed up for. You show up, you trying to put in your work to get into Streaming University, but now you just bitching on camera because shit ain't going the way that you wanted. You had to sit in the classroom a lot longer. It is what it is at the end of the day. You want to be there, right? You want to get there, so you put in the work. I hate niggas who be bitching on the journey to try and get to where they need it. You know what it takes. You've been doing this since you was 12. I don't know anything about you. I hope that, you know, your channel is doing well, but you've been putting in so much work since you was such a young age, I'm assuming. And now it's like, this could possibly be your big break, and we bitching and moaning about it. Bro, this is the big break. This is the opportunity. You either make something of it or you don't. But at the end of the day, if it don't work out, guess what? You go the fuck back home and you put in more work. And you start networking a little bit more and learning, okay, how can I grow this shit to where I want it to be? But I believe, me personally, there's probably going to be a common theme within this video, the same bullshit. But I believe people are so dedicated or so adamant about being online and having a career online that they are willing to put it all on the line. But it's like, damn, they want to do this for a regular job because the internet has deceived people and made it seem like working a 9 to 5 is a bad thing. Yo, because I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some sections or some clips from other videos of niggas doing too much with the Streaming University, and then you see in the comment section, but niggas won't do this for a regular job. And I'm like, yeah, niggas won't put in this much effort, especially the younger generation. They won't put in this much effort for a normal job, but they'll do all this for the internet thing because people want the clout, people want the fame, people want the money, people want to show off. Everybody wants to live this lifestyle. I'm telling you, people are trying so desperately hard to get there that you got this nigga waiting in the fucking classroom for 5 hours and bitching about it. If it was that bad, guess what? You would have took your ass home, correct? It wasn't that bad, right? It couldn't have been that bad, because if it was that bad, you would have left. But clearly it wasn't bad enough for you to leave. So don't get online bitching about it, man. It either work out for you, it don't. And you keep pushing forward. That's all I got for you. But my God, I may have to do some skipping this video, because if it's just gonna be niggas bitching and moaning and complaining, I don't want to hear none of that bullshit.
Fine, but at least let us know, dude. And he comes in here saying, "Shut the fuck up," like.
Okay, I love y'all so much. All right, everybody here.
So this individual is talking about his experience getting emotional at the tryouts for Streamer University, which isn't even actually tryouts. It's just a whole clout farm for the event. So you've got people like this guy who show up and then they think that they're going to make it. And then he's like, yeah, you know, I've been doing this since I was 12. This guy looks like he's 20 years old. or he's at least 18 years old. So if you haven't made it yet after 6+ years and there isn't much motion to show for it outside of Streamer University, you might just suck. Or you might just not be smart enough to really make it. And this is the thing too. He says,
I was
"Oh,
low-key
I just
thinking
need
the
an
same thing, I ain't gonna
opportunity."
lie.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This
I ain't gonna lie, he's speaking fat. I was thinking the same thing, but I was trying not to be, too rude, but fuck it. He said it, I'm jumping on that train right as well. I mean, nigga, you've been doing this too long, bro. You've been doing this for a little minute. If you ain't seeing no motion, I feel like there's something on your end that you're not doing. I don't know nothing about you, but maybe it's a consistency factor, maybe it's your content. I don't know what the case may be. I can't speak too much on it because I'm not a social media influencer expert. But at the end of the day, I already know that this is going to be a grind. It's going to be a longevity type of thing. But I also have the mindset where I'm doing this because I actually genuinely enjoy creating content. It's keeping me busy. It's keeping me entertained for a nigga who don't really like to leave the house very much. But a lot of people go into this wanting it so bad to be famous and get the cool cars and show it off and get the money and all these fans running around you when you go to the mall, bro. Niggas be so horny for that shit. And most of the time it be these young jits too, who just fresh out of high school ain't got no motherfucking communication skills, no nothing to offer to the world, but they want to try so hard to get somewhere on social media because they truly were taught while in school by social media, all other platforms that, oh, going out there and getting a regular job is not a good idea. Going out there and going to school to then try and get a career is not a good idea. I'm gonna put everything I got into this online shit, and then if it don't work out, we this nigga online sitting in the classroom crying, and like Yasin said, you this is not even really a trial. Apparently, you're not even making it, my brother. There's a very, 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 very low chance that you actually go get on there. Most of the people that was in the last Streamer University, from what I saw, I don't know too many streamers anyway, but most of those people were somewhat known. So, yeah, exactly. Or they knew the right people to help them get into Streamer University. If you make it, congratulations, but I highly doubt it, especially now when you bitching online.
The opportunity is the accessibility to telephones and technology that allows you to stream. You can buy a Samsung Galaxy and you can live stream yourself out in public. And you can do that for free. As in, you can live stream yourself to Twitch, you can upload your content to YouTube, and you have TikTok, and you have access, if your content is good enough, to hundreds of millions of people. That's the opportunity. TikTok gave you the opportunity, Twitch gave you the opportunity, YouTube gave you the opportunity, and you have to pay, obviously, for the phone, but the phone and the service providers have given you the opportunity, which did not exist. Like, do we forget that just a couple of decades ago, in order to edit, people had to cut footage, like physically, they had to cut it and line it up. And now we've got people like, I just need an opportunity. You have all of the tools at your disposal. And Kai Cenat, you know who's also been doing it since he was 12, or maybe even before that, watching YouTube, growing up on it? Kai Cenat. And he didn't really make it until he was 19, 20. And he was going to school. This is why I love that Kai does not have like this sympathy for these people, because Kai Cenat would wake up. He would even talk about it. He said, I would wake up, I would edit.
Yeah, I used to edit until 5:30 in the morning, bro. Knowing I had a class at 8 o'clock, bro. My roommate used to look at me like, nigga, damn. Bro, y'all niggas open up so much doors for me, bro. I don't think y'all understand, bro. If I tell you my background, bro, like, bro, I swear to God, bro, look. Bro, I was broke. Bro, look. The last time I asked my mom for some money, bro, was when I was in college, bro. I used to walk around that campus like, damn, like, I used to walk around that campus like, bro, how am I gonna get, like, I don't have no money, bro. I just wanna, oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm saying, man, there ain't no complaining. You just get to it, bro. That's why I got a lot of respect for Kai, bro. He put in the work and he just get into it. As simple as that. And then his dream came true. But a lot of these young niggas, bro, a lot of these young niggas just want to complain and hope that shit just gonna work out for them. And if it don't, then we gonna cry and whine and all that bullshit on the internet. Nigga, get to it. Get to it. You either had a work ethic, and with that work ethic sometimes comes with a little bit of luck, and that luck equals success, or you just keep putting in the work till you eventually get there. You got some people like that, or you just working in the background, and unfortunately the internet thing ain't for you. It's not gonna work out for everybody. Everybody's not gonna be the biggest. Everybody ain't gonna be 1 million subscribers. Everybody's not gonna be there. But continuously and gradually putting in that work in the background, you're gonna reach some type of a goal that you wanted to accomplish, and you may be content with that, or you're gonna be like, damn, all right, that's more motivation to keep going. And some people on the internet have reached their goal of 50,000. They cool. They like, cool. Just paying my bills. I'm comfortable. I can do everything I need to do with where I'm at right now and averaging whatever the amount of viewership that they're averaging. It all depends on that individual. But at the end of the day, you got to put in the work. And with putting in that work, I do truly believe, especially with this internet shit, there's a little bit of luck that goes into it as well, man.
This was back when he was in the first house. When he first got to AMP, you could see the chair wrecked. And this was him celebrating hitting that M on YouTube, which was his first platform. And he had been on that platform for years. And you know what? He was even saying it. He was doing all the editing himself. He didn't have no camera guy following him around. He didn't have somebody else giving him an opportunity that he just needed for free. None of that. He got it out the mud. And it's way easier now. And then the nerve. This is what happens after. This guy continues and says, I came to the Stream University IRL applications in LA for not just an opportunity, but to have fun. And I feel like a part of me was stripped and broken yesterday. I waited a total of 3 days for this moment just to be locked in a room for 5 hours like a prisoner cage, locked in a room. Mind you, this person could have left at any time. They didn't have to show up. There was going to be no consequence if they left, and there was going to be no consequence if they didn't show up. Keep in mind, it's an online application.
A lot of this younger generation believe like shit just gonna get handed to them. Like the entitlement is disgusting. It's dripping off of this younger generation, bro. The entitlement is ridiculous, and they truly believe like when they see big people like Casanat, Duke Dennis, all these other big internet entertainment personalities, they believe that these niggas, they have to get it out of the mud, or shit just worked out for them, and then if you get online, it's gonna work out for them. That's not how it worked, my nigga. That's not how it worked. Oh my God, you don't know the hard work that was put in the background, the many tears, the days that videos couldn't get uploaded, technology wasn't working out, didn't have the best shit, fucking had to sacrifice a class here, had to sacrifice spending time here, lost friendships, family relationships, all this shit just to make this shit work. And it all worked out for them in the end. And man, anyway, boy, these younger generation get on my nerves sometimes, boy.
And nobody got accepted in person that wasn't already famous. So what does that tell you? After the first round of applications, I saved up all my energy after fighting my way first in line, all on stream, by the way. I was so tired, legs hurt, and so sleep deprived. Oh my goodness, poor guy. He was in line with a camera guy following him around, so he has somebody that believes in him enough to hold the camera. He has streaming gear in an air-conditioned place in Los Angeles, one of the most desirable cities in the world that people wish they could go live in. And yeah, you know, just poor guy. And it was all for nothing. The whole IRL applications could have been structured a better way. Really? How about you get lit and you get popping and you structure one yourself? I felt non-human after yesterday, and I was treated like a nobody when all I do is work my hardest, give energy into everything I do.
Whatever,
me. Read how much eyes are here. I. This is all me.
That's all he worried about. That's what I'm saying. Entitlement.
Of course, and he feels entitled. Felt like I let my chat down because they were watching the whole time. 110 plus people. See this?
Bro, the fact that you got 110 plus people in your shit, that mean you've been putting in the work. You just got to keep going. I always say, I don't always say, but just learning from a lot of these streamers that if he's on Twitch, if he's on Kick, most likely on Twitch, since he's been doing this since he was 12 years old. that's one of the hardest platforms to grow on. Twitch don't provide no support, no nothing. You got to really get it the fuck out the mud on Twitch. And getting 110 people to want to view you on Twitch is very, very, very impressive. I know you've been putting in that work, but I wonder if you're also diversifying your content where you spread it out through your TikTok and through Instagram, as well as putting that content on YouTube as well. Because most of these streamers, back in the day, it was easier from what I've from listening to a lot of those streamers to get somewhere on Twitch. But nowadays, usually most people start on like YouTube or something like that first, and then they create themselves a Twitch and grow their fan base on there, or grow their fan base through streaming live on Twitch and TikTok at the same time, and building their viewership that way. But Twitch, I ain't gonna lie. For me personally, I'm not really much of a live person anyway. But I wouldn't be thinking about Twitch until shit. I got me a decent sized fan base. Twitch is not even in the cards for me. I'm not even worried about it right now. But maybe there's some things he can improve on in that area. I can't speak too much on this nigga because I really don't know too much about him. But from everything I'm seeing, he's entitled and he bitching.
Better. This is where I almost wanted to like flip the table and just rage. Do better. For who? For you? This guy, I'll tell you who's never going to make Stream University and who's never going to make it. This guy. Because what does it tell you?
Kai won't even see his message.
This guy was watching Kai Cenat and he was a real Kai Cenat fan. He would have seen that clip that I showed you guys. I'm not even like a Kai Cenat fanboy. I followed the guy's career and I have a lot of respect for him. And I only have good things to say about him, really. But if you were a guy that actually looked up to Kai Cenat and weren't there for clout, you would know and you would internalize, I understand what's going on here. Kai worked himself. And what is this guy's mentality? Well, because Kai had to work, that means I don't. Like he should make it easier for people after him. Nah, he's already given opportunities, which is facilitating this environment. And then to tell him to do better, like your opinion means anything. And then, of course, he quote tweets himself again. This is self-aggrandizement right here. Now, you could tell Kai Cenat this guy was always an entertainer because he didn't really care what came of it. Never complained during the entire process either. So he was there to give joy. This individual, and many like him, that want to be in streaming, they say, oh, well, there's money, which I don't think is that bad of a thing to go into something for, to make money, because you're going to have to produce. In your mind, you're like, okay, I've got to produce something to make money, versus people that are like, oh, people are going to love me and I'm going to make money. This guy, he's I want people to love me, because he quotes himself and says, want to make this the last tweet of the Stream University LA applications. Some of the things said here are kind of dramatic, and it's just how I felt.
Oh my God, Chad,
Yeah, I can tell you emotional ass nigga,
KTR on top, bro. They've called up to 40, bro. They called to 40. I'm 182, Chad. Dude, it's been almost an hour, bro. You're 350? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's time to pack it up, gang. 350, gang. It's been almost 2 hours.
I don't know about y'all, but for me personally, it's like when other races besides black be trying to say the gang thing, bro, it just throws me off. It don't even sound right. Like, stop it, bro. The black community is just so influential, bro. It's so influential. Just got everybody thinking they could just say the lingo, and like you can say it, yeah. But shit don't even flow, bro. Shit don't even sound smooth at all. Oh my God, that shit sound cringy as hell. Fuck no. But yeah, no, man. It's amazing seeing all these people come out here. I like your Sin said earlier though, I highly doubt much of these people gonna actually make it to Streaming University. But I'm curious what Kai's plan is, because I know he ain't go city to city for the average person not to be able to make it. I know some of them gonna make it, but maybe I don't know what the attendance list is like or how that works, but I feel like a lot of these people, in my humble opinion, I feel like a lot of these people wasting their time. Man, get out the mud on your own, bro. And then when you get bigger, maybe then apply for Streaming University. I saw a clip of Polo G. He was like, yeah, nah, I ain't even gonna worry about that right now. I ain't big enough. Maybe when my shit start popping, I'll probably try and apply. And that's a nigga who already got a fan base. I don't know, how many people in his streaming chat and shit of that nature, but he already got a fan base in the music side of things. So imagine if he start pulling more of those people into his streaming career, where he'll be in a couple years from now. So that's what I'm saying. He just a working mindset. He know that ain't no point in me just walking up there just because I'm a rapper. That's a waste of time.
Hours, they haven't even done over 70. Said that motherfucker.
All right, cool. All right. Let me make sure I get it.
I bet.
Yeah, nah, yeah, I ain't like that.
I bet. Yeah, I'm telling you,
Good
bro.
business. Good business. Good business.
Our lingo is so
Oh my God,
influential,
we
bro.
101. We 101.
Lingo
Oh
is so
God.
universal.
When I tell you guys right now on everything I love, that was the last $400 I had in my bank account. I'm not even trolling. I'm about to show you guys this right now. $17 in my bank account right now. Oh my God, here. Oh my God, he's there. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's a grown ass man, by the way. It's a grown ass man. I never understood that fanning out shit. I don't care who the fuck I meet. It's like, oh, okay, cool. You're just a regular human being. That's all it is. Just a regular human being who's created some form of entertainment or art that you enjoy. Fuck if I'm fanning out just because I'm seeing this person. Man, get the fuck on, bro. I never understand that. I got a whole video on parasocial activity. Shit, I'm probably gonna make another one because shit's so damn stupid to me.
God, it's constant. Oh my God, they say they're 1,000. They can't say they're 1,000.
It do matter.
Oh my God.
No, I waited.
That nigga dick all in your mouth, huh?
Apparently we're going to the second round and seeing Kai. Everybody in here, I don't know how everybody in this bitch gonna see Kai, bro. That prolonging this, bro. Like motherfuckers that got higher tickets than us.
Complaining.
But y'all could just leave. Yes, sir. So respectfully, everybody's gonna go down to the gym, okay? Now, if I see anybody act outright, I'm gonna grab you and I'm gonna throw you out the building.
You about to cry.
Five.
Complaining.
So this is the clip of that he's responding to. He's like, I really want this opportunity for real. Nor am I pushing out hate towards Kai at all. You told him to do better. What? I want him to see how bad I want this opportunity to be great. Create, have fun, and do it for my community. Love you guys.
His plan was to get some attention. Kai would see his tweet, feel bad for him, and then probably invite him. Fuck out of here, nigga. That's not how it works.
This guy will not be there. If this guy is at Streamer University, I don't even know. Like, you just hang me up upside down and just beat me with a pinata stick. Like,
Fuck
pause the
are you talking
weird
about?
stuff. That's how confident I am that this guy's not going to make it. And then he gives a response to all of the people disapproving of what he said.
I'm gonna explain what the fuck I tweeted, how I felt. First of all, I want to say W Kai in the fucking chat. He is.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about what this nigga talking about.
So I can join Stream University. Just I, me. And he's like, that's how my... But he doesn't think, well, how does me saying this affect Kai? How does this affect how Streamer University looks? How does this affect how...
That nigga, I just realized that nigga paid $400 to move further in front of the line. His ass still ain't get to talk to the nigga and see the... Bro, that shit is funny as fuck. Ah, goofy ass nigga. But I bet you wouldn't put this much work in to get a fucking regular job. Because I don't know. I mean, he probably still live with his parents, but niggas will never put in the same effort for a 9-to-5. Even though that 9-to-5 could be paying more than what you making on Twitch. They talk about, oh, the flexibility, and I have my own business and all this other bullshit. Man, you could do both. But that's what I'm saying. That's a different type of mentality that some people have. Do fucking both. Kyle was in college and working on his Twitch thing. Unfortunately, he didn't have no money at that time. And that's probably because he was prioritizing making the content. But shit, there's some people out there who's probably in school, making content, and got a part-time job. So it all depends on what you can do, man. How bad do you want it? You know what I'm saying?
How they see me. No, he doesn't think that at all. Because he's incapable of thinking like that. This guy has main character syndrome. He thinks he's the main character. But as the numbers suggest, you're not the main character. Now,
Hold up. You've been doing this since you were 12, and you've only done 43 hours of streaming over that time period. I don't know how old you are now, but You've streamed 43 hours? Huh? And then it says active days, 7 of 7. Maybe I'm not. Lifetime overview. Okay. That was performance summary. Lifetime overview, total hours streamed. Okay, 938 hours. Okay, I misread that. That's my fault. And he got 10,000 followers. Look at him, bro. That's what I'm saying. Look at that. And you had to get it out of the mud because I don't know if having clips shown on other social medias, which I'm pretty sure you should. I mean, if you know what you're doing. But 10,000, that's pretty incredible. Total game stream 38, highest number of viewers 3,000. Nice. So yeah, he doing pretty decent, but he doing a lot of complaining. It sounds like more work need to be done. If I was to look into more of what he has going on, I'm pretty sure there's definitely some areas he's lacking in. For somebody who's been doing as long as he has, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you got your clips popping, you would have more people viewing your shit.
Will there be more attention surrounding?
But once again, Twitch is not an easy platform to grow a fan base on. The fact that you got almost, that you're almost at 11,000 is very, very, very impressive.
Him, yeah, for 48 hours, but you're not going to want to watch this guy. Some people might have even pulled up to his chat and said, yeah, man, Castanet did you dirty. Yeah, like he could have handled that event so much better. And you're like, yeah, you're part of my community now. No, they were just there to express their frustration just like you, and they're going to dip out. And I wish I could say that, I hope that this person can learn from this experience and come back and eventually make it. But frankly, I don't think this guy has what it takes to make it. He is not talented enough. Like the type of ego that this guy has, you need to be a super talent or a super athlete, because then, or like a great rapper or something that everyone wants to serve you and reinforce the belief that you have that you're the greatest thing ever and you're this narcissist. But if you're an actual person that has to grind and get it out the mud, and you were at Streamer University, you may be disappointed, but you're not going to express that disappointment. You're going to say, you know what? Yeah, this one didn't work. Time to pull up to the next one. Or you know what? Maybe there's something else that I could do instead. And Lacey even gave them an example of what they could do.
By their own will. Second off, if all these streamers are in one place in a room, instead of complaining about waiting and being there, network, talk to other streamers, create content.
Lacey, first of all, I respect you. I was a cameraman for you. But trust me, after I got trucked, after I got pushed for the first couple hours and I made it inside the gym, you didn't think I didn't try doing that? First 2 hours.
There you go bitching again. I just can't listen to it. We got to skip past all that bullshit. Look, he's still bitching. Shut the fuck up, nigga. So you either gonna get to it or you not. As simple as that. That's how my mindset is.
Oh, you weren't there, so you wouldn't understand what happened. And it's just, oh my God. And then, like I said, he says, oh, there are a bunch of people there that were just there from TikTok, and I don't want to make content with those people. Do you see how, again, it's about him and what can people do for him? And I don't want to be around those people. That's what Kaisenat thinks of you. He's looking at you like, ew, I don't want to have that guy do a tryout for me. Like that guy that complains and he's got no emotion. Ew. That's how he feels about you. And he deserves to feel that way about you because you look down on other people like that. And with this guy, the way, so
I think he reaching
is
with
not
trying
Lacey's
to put words in Kyle mouth.
Now, did he become Lacey's cameraman because he wanted to be a streamer and he thought that would work? Because we saw a cameraman for DDG leave and he got crazy motion. So why didn't this guy get motion more than the 100 viewers that he got? And he got 100 viewers because he was at Streamer University. So that's even going to add to the viewership that he would normally get. And
it did add there, but I mean, reading his statistics, I think it said he averaged 93 viewers, so it wasn't anything too crazy. It was a little bit of a difference, but I think Yasin reaching here a little bit with this one. I don't think his viewership skyrocketed just because he was at Streamer University. It was a little bit of a difference, nothing major.
Let's pull out this guy's paperwork. It's a paperwork party. We gotta have that. Wow.
So yeah, it says peak viewers 119, game stream average. Oh, okay, excuse me. All right, I thought it was 90 something. It's 73. Okay, so he got a pretty decent bump. All right, so yeah.
So this guy was streaming
my fault.
From August 2023 to October of 2024. And then from October of 2024 to July 2025, there's nothing going on here. So either he quit, or I guess maybe this was the time period when he was working with Lacey as his cameraman. I don't know. But regardless, there's a huge gap here. We're going to ignore the gap completely. And then you can see that he tried to grind in August and then it dips off. But in the past couple of months, what happened? Because Kai doesn't tell you when Stream University is happening. And they're watching. February, he streamed 11 hours the whole month. That's averaging 20 minutes a day.
Oh, wow.
In March, 15 hours the whole month. April, 15 hours the whole month. That's not even a work. That's not even, is that even part-time? Part-time work week? And he's doing that in a month? May, that's where you get 29 hours. And that's even like, oh, that's it? This guy doesn't want it bad enough. And that's the thing. When he talked about in that clip, he's like,
the numbers are speaking. I take back what I said, Yasin. I still think he was reaching on, trying to put thoughts into Kai's mind. I don't know if all that, what you talking about. I don't believe that's how he thinking, but the numbers are speaking, the numbers are speaking. So yeah, it don't sound like you want it bad enough, my brother.
Oh, when you've been waiting for this one moment, that does not exist anymore. There is no such thing as, oh, I pulled up to Harvey Weinstein's office and then there was this one moment where I wowed him and then he changed my life forever. No, that doesn't happen anymore. You've got to actually like even the
Unless
moment
your name
where
is Ray.
Ray met
He brought up Ray. That's funny.
That was a huge moment, but that wasn't what made Ray a successful streamer. What made Ray a successful streamer was the fact that he leveraged that and he was consistent and he collaborated with them and he just kept grinding and grinding and grinding. And what the hell could this guy have possibly done if he got in the room in front of Kai Cenat? What was he going to do? He was going to pull out the unicycle, juggle like 15 knives, and while he's rapping word for word like Eminem's, Monster, like verse? What were you possibly going to do that your content doesn't already do and that your submission doesn't do? Nothing. So, I've got my hands together praying for this guy to continue to fail.
She want to see his downfall. I ain't gonna finish the rest of this video. Clearly Yasin feel a type of way about this dude. I truly don't give too much fucks about what he got going on. If he make it, cool. If he don't, it is what it is. You just need to put in more work in the background. How y'all feel about this? You feel like this nigga think that, he's entitled and that he deserved to be on Streaming University when clearly the numbers show you ain't putting in the work? Or you feel like, man, get a dude a chance. Let him shine. Hey, I'm curious to hear it. Drop it in the comment section. Other than that though, like, share it, subscribe, all that jazz. Other than that, take it easy.